I'm Theresa Lazo. I live on the stone farm that's been here for a long time. My grandfather grew up on this property, as did his father. I do glass. I started with stained glass. I took some classes at Chestnut Creek School of the Arts, and that was quite a long time ago. Then one of the people that took those classes went to Winston and learned how to fuse glass, and they had bought kilns for Chestnut Creek School of the Arts, and he started teaching fused glass, and he still teaches fused glass. I still take classes there, but because I had this space, I could get my own kiln and do a lot of work here too. And I sell some of my work at City Gallery, which is on Main Street in Gala. First of all, you take a big piece of glass, like say this one, and you decide what you're going to make with it, and you have patterns. So if you want to make a bird, you'll set the pattern on here and you trace it. Then you use the cutter and score it, and then you break it. You have to do lots of cuts sometimes. But one of my favorite things to make is a nightlight. The way this one works is you take a real fern and put it on a piece of glass, and then you take very fine glass, it's called frit, and you sprinkle it on the fern leaves, and then you put a piece of glass on top of it, then you fire that in the kiln, and the fern burns away, but the pattern is still there because you had the glass on the fern. Then you just attach it to a nightlight. I love making nightlights. I can make those all day. They're not big, don't have to be complicated. Another thing I've made is soap dishes. And this one I made for Christmas, obviously. For this, you'll make, when you fire the glass the first time, you fire it flat. And then you put it in a mold, and then it sits in the mold, and slowly, you put it back in the kiln, and it slowly sinks into the mold and forms that. It's a computerized kiln, otherwise you have to come in here and program it all the time. But you have certain programs that you put in over there, and if you want, say, a smooth fuse, it's called a full fuse, so that the whole thing is flat. That's one program. If you want something that's bumpy, like this you can feel the flowers and the pieces. That's called a tack fuse. So there are different temperatures and different, you don't just put it in and make it hot and then cool it off. You have to build up the temperature slowly and hold it at a certain temperature. And then it does it again, and then eventually it starts going down, and it holds the temperature for a long time. It's called annealing, so that it all cools off at the same temperature, otherwise it can break.